ProMod share, man. We got 175. We ought to be able to do 350 or 400 easily. Free drag racing right here on ProMod Vision. Thanks to all my great coverage partners. Once again, we got Todd Moyer right here out of Texas, right beside us in Extreme Racing Engines. Chevrolet Camaro, Pro Charger. Tyler Hard over there in the Tyler Hard Racing Pro Charger machine. Noon and Power pushing the Pro Charger. Both cars making impressive qualifying laps. Let's see what kind of shape the track's in. Yeah, I think the rig stays over at Carl's place in New Jersey. So he came a long ways, but the car didn't. Should be a good drag race right here, really good. Hard with the top bulb already. $375, Tyler Hard. Looks like the Pro Charger in the near lane laid over, only runs 404. Tyler Hard, $375 with a 5, carrying the front wheels a long ways, 200 miles an hour. Sound like the Pro Charger in the near lane laid over. It was hurt itself. 404, 154. Tyler Hard, our first winner going to round 2. All righty, Dave Norris in the Crusher in the far lane. Want to say hey to Dave's parents. Thanks for supporting NC ProMod. Hollywood Decker coming up. Decker number 3 in the Decker salvage machine. Snuck his way into the field this morning with a 380. Dave Norris made some impressive passes. Oh, he's not running now. Dave's shut off. Look like Norris has got problems. Oh, he's fired up. They were saying he was broke. I don't know what's going on. No, now he's broke. He's broke 100% broke. Dave Norris not going to make the call. Mike Decker, Hollywood Jr., or Decker number 3, I should say, on a bye run. Competition breakage. Tough break for Dave Norris in the Crusher. Comes through when he needs to. 376 with a 0.205. And that would have been a drag race if Dave was in the other lane. 376, 205. Skated around just a touch on the big end. Dave Norris getting pulled back around. Not sure what happened. Something going on around the belt supercharger area. Hollywood Decker going to round 2. Steve King in the Pilot Miller King Savage. Screw-blown Corvette near lane. Andy Jensen in the world's baddest small block single turbo machine, far lane. Pick one and ride. issues in the right lane for Jensen. Stayed in his lane, 387. He had to get out over to the mile-an-hour cone big time. Once again, Andy Jensen can't make the call. Something going on back here with his car as well. That's 2 in a row. Savage ought to have a hell of a 60-foot time. 330 shouldn't be bad, but then she made the move to the cones, and he was out of it. 387 at 160 for the Savage. Andy Jensen getting pulled off. Not sure what happened. Another big matchup coming up right now. I believe we got Matt Deach in his Scarpelli Mechanical, Yinko, Pat Musi powered Camaro versus my buddy Derek Ward over there in the Derek Ward Racing American Pride Golf Cart Services machine with screw blower. Derek's had a rough weekend. Had to put another short block in last night. Kicked the rod out due to a freak parts failure up in the blower. Burned the motor up, 9,000 RPMs, no fuel. You know what happens. So Savage moving on. Decker 3 moving on. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Guys been here all weekend and have troubles right before eliminations. All righty, Derek Ward in the far lane in the American Pride Golf Cart Services machine. Matt Deach in the Scarpelli Mechanical Yinko Camaro coming at you. Big matchup right here. Matt D should have lane choice. He went 71 the other night. Derek's been struggling. He's been working on the chassis. Got a different motor in the car. Looked like it made a little bit more power than the last ones. Derek Ward, American Pride, Golf Cart Services machine, far lane. Matt D, the Scarpelli Mechanical Yinko Camaro right here beside us. Nitrous versus screw blower. 371. I thought he left on him. 371.5 beats 370. Wow. Matt D double bumped him, and Derek was a little late. 371.5 takes out 370 with a 5. Matt D moving on. Did you see Derek's car on the back wheels 3/4 of the way? Wow. All righty, hold on. All right, next pair, we're looking at the top of the racetrack. The next pair is going to be the Loose Moose out of New York, Wally Zalak and Company, the Bartone and Libra machine. And the beautiful Sorcerer, Freddie Scriba and crew, Scriba Racing, Scriba Welding, near lane.
Yeah, I mean, Derek Ward did everything right. That guy's just perfect on the tree to win. Like, yeah, I mean, both drivers.
Trying to see what the lights were. Once again, Matt D on a whole shot win, 71.5, takes out 75, 7-0. Freddie Scribe and the Sorcerer coming up near lane. And the Loose Moose, Wally Zalak. The Bartone and Libra machine, far lane. Roots blower on the Zalak's machine, nitrous oxide, powering the Sorcerer. Once again, Scriber and the Sorcerer Motorsports team near lane. The Loose Moose, Wally Zalak in the far lane. Scriba runs 377 at 202. The Loose Moose runs 398, 191. Freddie Scriba moving on 377 with a 6, 202. The Loose Moose is 398, 191. They're still getting that thing together. Nice job, Freddie Scriba and team. All righty, the world's fastest reversing ProMod coming up. Kevin McCurdy in the Tyler Hard Racing entry, the Noonan Powered Pro Charger. Cody Helbler in the Fifi Montrose Corvette, far lane. What an exciting round, the first round racing here with the Northeast Outlaw ProMod group. All right, watch McCurdy come back. Kids in the way. Yes, he does. 372, 205, 372, 205. You saw Helger over there run 444. He was in and out of it 4 times. I counted 4 times. 444, 174. But McCurdy's moving on with a 372, 205. I believe that's quick in a round so far. No, it's not. No, it's not. All righty, Mike Decker Jr. coming up in the Decker salvage machine. Robbie Honeycutt in the Black Hammer over there. The Sandy Wilkins powered nitrous machine. The GT500 Ford Mustang. Once again, Decker missed qualifying session number 1 Friday night. Laid a lap down this morning. Took this number 2 qualifying position. Thanks to Deckers for supporting NC ProMod, Decker Salvage, ISI Demolition, Middlesex Metals, Tide Drive, and Gill Mobley Motorsports Park. Right there on the Decker Salvage machine. World champion Mike Decker backing up. Decker goes 370 with a 4, 206. I'm not sure what happened to Honeycutt, 756. He was out of it early. Decker 370 with a 4, 206. Both Decker cars moving on. All righty, number 1 qualifier, Don Tolley in the Don Tolley roofing machine. Ryan Tolley, father-son combination out of Bedford, Virginia. Number 1 qualifier up here at the Northeast Outlaw race. Larry Plummer, your number 16 qualifier over there in the Grand Am with a 632 cubic inch motor in it. Brought a knife to a gunfight. Let's see if he can cut him up. Once again, super proud of Ryan and Don. Went 68, 69 this morning in the heat, 68 last night. Turned it up for Q3, didn't work, so let's see what they're gonna put in it. Kowalski Machine Shop on the back of Don's car. Here we go, Don Tolley right here near us in the Larry Plummer machine far lane. Once again, that's a father-son team right here. Took number 1 qualifying money thanks to Dave Hands for putting up the $500. They were happy with that. He didn't hardly leave. 373 with a 1, 203 for Don Tolley, number 1 qualifier moving on. Hey, once again, while we got a second, thanks to everybody that gets us to the racetrack. We got a lot of partners. I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but this deal wouldn't happen without them. P2 Racing and Contracting, Fuel Tech, Decker Salvage, M&M Transmission, American Pride Golf Cart Services, Canvas Plus, Raytech Machine Tools, Hickory Enclosed Trailers, Affordable Transmissions, Chesapeake, Virginia, Raleigh Windwater Company, Tony Wilson Racing, Santos Motorsports out of Canada, PD Fleet Truck and Trailer now towing, DY Concrete Pumps, and Patapsco Car Washes. That was a right good round of racing. I see y'all at 8 o'clock right here on ProMod Division. Woo!